Welcome to Friday Friends, RI Elder Info's weekly look at the organizations and individuals providing resources for Rhode Island seniors, caregivers, and professionals.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you for your patience. I know we were running a little bit behind today, but sometimes those little computer gremlins get in there and act up. So for those of you who are just joining me for the first time ever, I am Deb Burton, the founder of RI Elder Info and rielderinfo.com. We're a nonprofit here in the state that specializes in getting information and resources out to the community for everyone to be able to make informed decisions about how they wish to age in place. We're dedicating the entire month of June to raising awareness for elder abuse and how to spot it, how to report it, what those steps look like. Of course, we're a nonprofit, so we can't do the work we do without the support of our sponsors and our donors. Every penny counts when you're in a nonprofit, especially these days. So big shout out to Oak Street Health. They provide great primary care, comprehensive primary care to individuals who are on Medicare. Shout out to United Healthcare, who also provide resources to individuals who are on Medicare and Medicaid as well. We have the wonderful support of Tamarisk Assisted Living Facility located over in Warwick. Give my friend Susan a call. She'll be happy to tell you all the benefits and love that your parents or loved ones would enjoy at Tamarisk. Couldn't do what I do without the support of D&B Media, who's running the scene back here and who is faithfully chasing out the computer gremlins for me. And also England Studio, who provides the resources for rielderinfo.com, as well as manages many different aspects of our marketing and social media to make sure that you know of all the cool things that we're doing. Now, speaking of cool things, there's going to be some stuff that we talk about today that someone you know needs to know about. So it's really important that you hit the like button and that you share this information out. So my guest today is the supervisor of the Elder Rights and Safety Unit. I met him about 8 years ago at a training on hoarding. We happened to sit next to each other and struck up a conversation. Since then, he's progressed to supervisor of Elder Rights and Safety at the Office of Healthy Aging. Welcome, Boakai Camara. Hi, Boakai.
Good morning, Deb. Hey, good morning, Deb. Thanks for having me on today. It's a pleasure and honor to be on your show.
Yes, I'm happy to have you.
My name is Boakai. Thank you. Like Deb said, my name is Boakai Camara, and I'm the supervisor for the Elder Rights and Safety Unit at the Office of Healthy Aging. And my unit is responsible for receiving and investigating all alleged allegations of abuse that is reported to the Office of Healthy Aging.
So tell me, what is elder abuse?
Okay. In general, elder abuse is a term referring to knowing intention.
That was fun.
Sorry,
there you go.
I just got a little interrupted.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So elder abuse, what is elder abuse? What does it look like?
Yeah, in general, elder abuse is a term referring to any knowing, intentional, or neglect act by a caregiver or any person that causes harm or serious risks of harm to a vulnerable adult.
Okay. And so if it's someone who is knowing or intentionally causing physical or emotional or sexual abuse of an elder, what about if an elder is not taking care of themselves, if they're self-neglecting? Is that considered elder abuse?
Yes, self-neglect is characterized as a failure of a person to perform essential self-care tasks, that such failure threatening his or her own health and safety. So if you have an elder person who is not able to engage in these activities, so actually results to them being neglecting or self-neglecting. and we intervene, and we also try to see how best we can help alleviate those situations.
So there are resources available if someone is self-neglecting?
Yes, we do collaborate with other community or partners. We connect them to information and resources to help empower them live safely, happily, and helpfully.
Awesome. And so if somebody thinks that, maybe it's a family member who isn't taking care of themselves, or maybe, they notice some strange things happening with their neighbor, what should they do if they suspect elder abuse is happening?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, the technical
Didn't quite
gremlins
get
are
that.
happening. Yes. So if somebody suspects
Yes, seems to be
elder
having a little
abuse.
technical.
Yep. So if somebody suspects elder abuse is happening, whether that's their family member not taking care of themselves, or a neighbor that has some shady people coming in and out of the house, what should they do?
Well, in Rhode Island, it is the law that every Rhode Island is a mandatory reporter. So if anyone feels or witness that an elderly person has been abused, they are mandated to report to the Office of Healthy Aging. And my unit received those reports, and then we do follow up, do our investigations.
Okay.
And then once investigation is conducted, we try to take appropriate course of actions as needed.
Well, that's good. So somebody calls the Office of Healthy Aging, they call the 462-0555 number. When you get that report, are you able, or your team, since you're the supervisor, so is your team able to say, I don't know, go kick in the door and save somebody?
No, unfortunately, like any adult, elders have the right to self-determination. So having said that, they have the right to choose, to make they have the right to choices about their lives. And my office, the Elder Rights and Safety Unit, we do not have the legal authority to go in there and just remove them physically or try to impose any course of action, at the time. But however, our job is to make sure that they are safe. So we educate them and try to provide the necessary information, resources that will help to make sure that they are safe in their homes.
Okay. And so I know that people can call the 462-0555 number, and sometimes that goes to an answering machine. Should people leave their name and number so you can call them back?
Like you rightly said, all Rhode Islanders are mandatory reporters by law. So if anyone feels or witness abuse, must report it. You do not have to prove that abuse is happening. That is not your role. Your role is to only alert others. We do the investigation and take appropriate course of needed actions. You can make a report at any time by calling 401-462-0555, and report can be filed anonymously. If someone is in immediate danger, I would recommend to call 911 or the local police. You can also file a report online by visiting the Office of Healthy Aging website. There is a step-by-step instruction posted on how to fill out the online reporting form.
Yeah, I think we might be able to bring that up so that we can do a demonstration. So this is the Office of Healthy Aging's website. And then from there, what we do, protect, scroll down.
That's correct.
Yep. Nope. Scroll down on the right. A little more. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is too where we see the statistics of how often, 1 in 10 people who are being abused report being abused. So you were correct that there's a click here button up there, and here's some real good signs of abuse if people aren't sure.
Yeah.
And so we have some additional information, and then we get to the area where you can actually fill it out online. And there's the instructions. So it's a couple of clicks to be able to fill it out online, but it's certainly not, impossible given the importance of getting that information out. Now, when somebody calls, say I call and make a report that, I think that someone is being abused, and I don't necessarily see somebody go to my neighbor's door. Oh, here's the online version. Super simple, step-by-step instructions. Do you guys follow up with the person who reports? So we have lots of instructions on how to fill out the form. Do you guys contact the person that reported the abuse?
No, for confidentiality reasons, we do not reach out to reporter. But however, if a report comes in and there is a need for clarification on the report, or there's a need to get additional information, we do reach out to reporter to get those informations. But for confidentiality reasons, we do not call all reporters to give them feedback. Because remember, all Rhode Island are mandatory reporters, so anybody can call. So we can't just disclose the outcome of our conversation that we're going to have with the other person, because there could, it's possible that there is not a relationship that give us the authority to speak to that person or to share information that we obtain from the others.
Yeah, and that kind of makes sense, because you could have the nosy neighbor who says, oh yeah, my neighbor, she's got trash in her yard and she must be being abused, and they call you and make that message, and then it would be wrong for you to call back and say, why, yes, your neighbor is being abused, and share that gossip. We all retain our right to privacy, particularly if we're a victim of abuse. Carrie Lynn asked, what if somebody suspects neglect in a nursing home, or I'll add an assisted living facility? What should they do? Oop, did we lose audio again? I bet we lost audio again. See, we have the gremlins going on. Hi, can you hear me again? So we have a question. What if you suspect neglect in a nursing home or an assisted living facility? Can you hear me? See, we're having these difficulties. That's why we were running a few minutes behind today. It seems the audio is not quite what we were hoping it would be today, and we are doing our best to power through. And so let's see if we can maybe copy that question onto the screen so Boakai can see it as well. There we go. So we've got it on the screen. What if you suspect neglect in a nursing home?
Okay. You're asking if you suspect neglect in the nursing home. Well, like I mentioned earlier, we do collaborate with other community organizations. So if abuse occurred in a nursing home, we do collaborate with the Alliance on the Ombudsman. So they help investigate abuse in nursing homes.
Okay, that's good. I'm not sure if you can hear me again. About how many people in Rhode Island have reported abuse? How many abuse cases came through in 2020?
Well, in 2020, I believe we have over 4,000 cases. But looking at the trend, I mean, that this year it could be more than that. So yes, the issue of abuse is a serious issue. As we are all aware, abuse does not discriminate, economic status or social status. So the issue of abuse is on the rise. So it's very, very crucial that we all join in addressing the issue of elder abuse.
Absolutely. Is the number of reports, is it higher or lower than other years, since we just had a year of social isolation?
Clearly, the number is going up. The number is going up, and that's why it's very, very important, for us as a community to join hands, to join resources, so that we can collectively address the issues of elder abuse. It's not just one entity that has that responsibility, and I'm so happy that at this point in time, we have a lot of other community organizations that are partnering with us, working along with us to make sure that we collectively address the issues. And we also work closely with community agencies, case management agencies, in the event where it is determined that the elders need services in their home. Those community organizations or agencies to help us to make sure that these services are provided in their homes.
That's wonderful, because sometimes people might not be taking care of themselves because they're just not able to. So it's good to know that if somebody does call the 462-0555 number, that they can also get the help that they need. That's important. And you can coordinate with the case management agencies to have a social worker come right out to the house and maybe help somebody get set up with, having a CNA come into the house to help them get washed up and dressed, or do the grocery shopping, or things like that. It's not, the Office of Healthy Aging is not just there to prosecute elder abuse, although that is, obviously a big part of what you do. But your office also works to help people, genuinely help people. And so,
yeah,
what is the phone number again that people should call?
Well, our intake phone number is 401-462-0555. And this number is 24 hours. Our regular office hours are from 8:30 to 4. However, we do have an after hours program. So if you call this same number, it automatically get routed to the after hours program, and your call will be taken and respond to as if it was during a normal business hours. So this phone line is manned 24 hours.
So if somebody has an emergency or has a suspicion of abuse and it's the middle of the night, they can still call that number.
Correct. That's correct.
That's awesome.
If you call that number, you will have a live person and someone will take your call and address your concerns.
Okay, I am so grateful that you were able to come on today. You and I don't know if you remember, but we met many years ago at a training on hoarding disorder. We happened to sit next to each other. And since then, I have always known you as a gentleman with a kind heart and as a fierce advocate for our older adults. I'm pleased to have met you and know you all this time, and very grateful that you were able to come on today, because this topic is so important.
Yes, indeed. Thanks, Deb. Thanks for having me on. And it's an honor to be on your show and to share some of the great work that we do collectively. And I just want, to end by saying that, You don't have to prove that abuse is happening. All you have to do is just let us know, and that's our job. We go out there and we can do our investigation and make sure we take the appropriate course of action. So thanks for having me over. And remember, I'm going to emphasize this over and over. All Rhode Islanders are mandatory reporters. So make sure if you witness or you feel, you don't have to prove it. Like I said, as long as you feel or you witness it, just give us a call and we will make sure that we address and we respond accordingly.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on today, Boakai. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So I'm going to reiterate again, every single person who is watching this is a mandatory reporter. You don't have to prove elder abuse. All you have to do is suspect elder abuse. And if you suspect it, then you have to call the Office of Healthy Aging at 401-462-0555. And Boakai's team will be happy to go out and help that elder who may be in need, or may find that the elder is living exactly as they choose to live, and that's okay too, because we retain our rights to do as we please as we age. That doesn't diminish over time. But his team will be more than happy to go out and investigate to make sure that if the senior is in danger, that they are taken care of and brought to safety. So again, every single one of us is a mandatory reporter. I want you to hit the like button and share so that more people know about elder abuse. I am very grateful that you have all joined us this week. I look forward to seeing you all next week when I have the Alzheimer's Association on discussing caregiver burnout and how that can lead to, unfortunately, elder abuse, but that there are resources available for our caregivers out there. So I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Have a great day.
If you liked this video, please follow us on social media and subscribe on YouTube. For more information, visit rielderinfo.com or call 401-585-0509. If you have any questions, email deb@rielderinfo.com.